supper and a mother at the best place around. Some stupid with a flare gun burned the place to the ground. Smoke on the water, fire in the sky. Smoke on the water. Burned down the gambling house. It died with an awful sound. Funky and Claude was running in and out, pulling kids out of the ground. When it all was over, we had to find another place. Swiss time was running out. It seemed that we would lose the race. Smoke on the water, fire in the sky. Smoke on the water.
You wanna know what goes on backstage? Oh, come on. Let me take you by the hand. Ow!
Rudy, are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen,
The way I see it, Barry, this should be a very dynamite show.
You know, I have no idea what the name of this program is, but you're watching it.
Backstage,
All you ever want,
backstage,
all you ever need.
backstage.
Your dreams will be fulfilled once you are there. You'll never wanna leave. You wanna sell your ass for that backstage pass. Backstage is just for the invited. Backstage, they've laid on everything.
Hello, darlings. This is a very special edition of RUDI Backstage, and it's also a video guarantee to everybody who pre-ordered the book. A, that the book is happening, and B, that everybody who pre-ordered the book will get a book. This is not going to be something funny, and I'm going to explain a lot of things. I'm going to also give you the status of printing, of release dates, of refunds, of everything, as good as I can. I'm sitting here in Vienna, and I'm going back and forth between Vienna and Munich because in the moment I'm doing two big productions. One for USA preparing, and one for Germany. Also next week going to be recording to be the star guest in a program called RTL Ultimative Chart Show, which is a primetime television show where I'm talking about the book, and also my other collaborations and projects and so etc. So it's going to be millions of viewers. So I'm working day and night. So this is why also in the last few weeks there were replays with the help of my dear son, Benjamin, who is helping me with the technical stuff. Thank you, Benny. I love you. But I have the feeling I have to say something now. Because it's just getting too much and it's getting too dirty and I have to stand up and say something. There are a lot of lies in the social media. There are a lot of nasty posts. There are a lot of insults against me and people who work with me, for me, or like me on social media. So here I am now to explain, to tell the truth, and to fight. Because people have been threatened to lose their jobs because of people, and I know exactly who they are, and coming after them. People have been threatened, and this is where the joke ends. This is where, yeah, you can say, Rudy, I don't like your video. I think your last documentary was shit, or this and that. So I thought I have to do this, and explaining the situation with the book, with the pre-orders, with the dates and everything. Darlings, I've worked very, very hard since 2017 on this book. My boys can, witness this. Most of it I was writing in Miami during the lockdown, but I started in 2017. Always going out or going away for weekends here in Austria or in Miami or whatever, in between projects. And this book means a lot to me. It's not a coincidence that it's called My Friend Freddie. It's not a Freddie Mercury book. It's going to be the Freddie Mercury book, believe me. And there were several very good occasions to release it if money would have been my motivation. There was the movie who came out, Bohemian Rhapsody. I mean, in the movie, there is quotes like, I'm just a rock and roll prostitute, which is out of an interview from me that I did with Freddie in Munich. That would have been a very good time if money was the most important thing. Then Freddie's birthday in September, would have been a very good possibility, and a lot of books would have been sold. And of course, now in November, the 30th year of Freddie's passing. But believe me, I didn't do it. Money is not my motivation. I didn't do it for the money. And that's why I'm especially hurt if some, lies say, oh, I was collecting money for a book that never comes out. Yes, the book will come out. And I give you more than once a guarantee. Everybody who paid the $10 or $15 will get my book, My Friend Freddie, signed and with dedication. Everybody. Full stop. But money was not my motivation. I wanted to create a book which is true to the greatness, to the genius, to the person, to the wonderful artist, Freddie Mercury, with everything I have, and with everything that I remember, and with everything that I could research. And this takes time. Just in the last weeks, when I was in Munich researching, I found out sensational new secrets about Freddie's life, who I want to include in the book. But that's natural because, I want to do the best book that is possible. So I know new things, and also very, very important people around Queen that so far didn't have the time to talk to me, now want to talk to me about the book, for the book. So that's one of the reasons why it is delayed. Then I have to tell you, darlings, if you look at the website, nowhere it says a release date. I was never promising that this book is out at a certain time. Never. Go to the website, look everything through. It says that this is only a first down payment for a book which will cost more. So there was a misunderstanding of some people who thought for $10 you get a book. No, it says it on the website, but nowhere in the website it says that this book is out at this and this and this date. Of course I would have loved it to be out earlier. But everybody who sees the manuscript sees, and I even showed that in RUDI Backstage programs, that this is finished. And then I did things to shorten the waiting time. There is this website for everybody who pre-ordered where I was filming this, with costs. I was reading it for you, the first 2 chapters. Then I was reading 5 chapters in Montreux to show you there is a book to shorten the waiting time. Well, people who have hate in their soul, that logical arguments don't count. Yeah. So, but believe me, I am the one who suffers the most that this book is not out yet. Financially, because I could have made a lot of money for all those dates that I said, the movie, the birthday, the death day. Emotionally, because I would have liked it to be finished and out, because it's on my soul all the time. What can I do better? Yeah. And creatively, but because I am the boss in the book project, there is nobody to tell me, when it has to be out. And then there comes a very important last point, why this book is not out yet as we speak, but it's in production, by the way. The German and the English version. I had a deal with a big publishing house in the very beginning, and it looked all great, and I was very happy, and they were very happy. And then they tried to change things. They tried to change the title. They wanted a ghostwriter to rewrite some sections. They wanted to change the cover, and I said no. I wasn't waiting decades to write one Freddie Mercury book that a publisher comes now and changes. Do you think Freddie Mercury would have changed a song? Do you think the Rolling Stones would change songs? Do you think any other authors, when they wrote a poem or somebody, Edgar Allan Poe, if the publisher comes and says, oh, by the way, I wanted this last line you have to change, they would tell them to fuck off. And that's what I did. I told a very, very big publishing house to fuck off. Well, not wise for the money and for the deal, because I was suddenly standing there without a deal. And that's the main reason why the whole thing is later than I expected. But we are aiming for a release date for next year, be the first quarter of the first year. Also, I have to tell you, now there is so many books coming out of Freddie Mercury, of people who have never met him. There's a book out about Munich days. There is a one coming from Australia, etc., that I didn't want to be in the middle of all those other books, which are mainly written by journalists or writers who have hardly even met Freddie, if at all. This is a personal book from somebody like myself who had the privilege to work with this wonderful man for many, many, many years. And it's a personal thing, and therefore I don't want to be in the middle of 5, 6, 7 other books, especially because obviously it sells the most if it's around the birthday, etc., etc. The English version and the German version is in the making as we speak. There is people finishing the English translation and English version in London. And there is a great, I'm not naming anybody because, so many people have now hate mails and hate postings to people that were named in connection with the book. So I'm not doing you the pleasure to name them, but they're working as we speak day and night, and it's going to be wonderful. We will have unreleased photographs. We will have great art of some artists, which I mentioned already in earlier postings, from Florida, America, Italy, Germany, Austria, etc. And there will be, as I said, latest secrets that you haven't read in any other book. I'm repeating my claim that in this book there are things in it where I'm sure that not even my dear friends Brian May and Roger Taylor know about it because they were not there. Yeah, but I kindly ask for the creative freedom to finish this book as I want it. Yes, I understand that you are angry, maybe even, or worried. Yes, I understand that, and please don't think that I'm taking this lightly. Yeah, it also makes me sad that so many people were misunderstanding and so on. But I cannot just to fulfill, because people were thinking it should be out by now, my creative work. I never made compromises. Never when I worked with Whitney Houston, with the Rolling Stones, with Queen and Freddie Mercury, or with Lionel Richie or whatever. I always finished my work creatively until I thought this is the best I can. and especially with this book on Freddie Mercury, where I waited so many years to do it. I have to do this like I think, and I'm sure it's going to be the perfect way. Let me tell you one more thing for those people who put out all those lies. Nobody, no other publishing company hinders me of publishing anything. It's all bullshit, all wrong. Yeah, we will document this very soon. I have now taken the best lawyers in the country and all those people who are publishing lies and saying lies and distributing them on social media and on any other media will hear from them. And I'm very sorry I have to do this, but I cannot leave the lies out there, because many people who are happy to wait for the book until it's finished are also irritated. And I want to help those lawyers, which is the big part. 80% of the people who pre-ordered, say, Rudy, take your time, we understand, but we're just worried because people say there is no book and da. Yeah, so I have to fight it, and I will. My lawyers, unfortunately, will go after those people, and you will hear about the fight soon. And another point about the refunds. I did give refunds to those people who wrote to me, if it was technically possible, because there is also problems with the website, who was put out by some person who unfortunately doesn't work for me anymore, and there is a time limit until you can do that. But anyway, also, I never said that if the waiting time is too long, I'm refunding. The whole idea was to do something completely new, which is, while Rudi Dolezal is producing a book, you can already get a guaranteed signed copy. That was, and listen to all my backstage programs and look to all my posts, that is what I said. The only thing that I said in concerning refunds is that if in the end, in some territories, the book is so expensive that somebody says, I'm sorry, I can't afford it, then I will, of course, refund the money. That was my words. Read my lips and look it up. So I hope to have made made a few things clear. Again, I guarantee that everybody who paid and pre-ordered will get my book, My Friend Freddie. It is in the final stages. It is wonderful. It's going to be beautiful, and nobody will regret it. And that is for today. Stay tuned. There will be new projects from myself. Just on the sideline, I would like to say I got my 3rd vaccination today, and I can only recommend everybody get vaccinated. It's going to get worse and worse, and if you can, get the 3rd booster. People who are not getting vaccinated these days are definitely going to become this illness, and it's not going to be fun. Thank you so much. I thank my dear son, Benjamin, who helps me technically with this streaming. I'll be on some other media soon to answer questions and more answer questions about the book. Just understand, I'm working day and night on films. Some of those people who put out all these lies and hate mails and hate postings, they have nothing else to do. I'm a very busy director. So thank you very much for listening. Love and respect, and stay safe.
You wanna know what goes on backstage? Oh, come on. Let me take you by the hand. Ow!
Rudy, are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen.
The way I see it, Barry, this should be a very dynamite show.
I have no idea what the name of this program is, but you're watching it.
Backstage. All you ever want. Backstage. All you ever need. Backstage. Your dreams will be fulfilled once you are there. You'll never want to leave. just for the invited. Backstage.